A couple days ago, I published a video about what's in my wallet for Q1 of 2023. However, that's only going to be valid for around 3 months, and we've just begun a brand new year. So I thought it'd be also fun to show all of you my yearly strategy for 2023 as best as I can see it so far. The reason I say that is because I actually don't plan a rigid credit card strategy for an entire 12 months at a time. If I did so, I would pretty much guarantee that I would miss out on a ton of great offers that don't even exist yet. That's why I much prefer to maintain a lot of flexibility with what I do, typically going month to month or basically trip by trip if I'm traveling, or at most quarter to quarter, which is why it's fun to make those quarterly wallet updates. Nonetheless, I'll do my very best for you all to show you what I see for the future as a potential and overall what I tend to be doing for the overall year for my main cards that I use as my core if I'm not chasing some sort of welcome offer. So let the fun begin. My strategy for 2023 consists of 4 main parts. Part 1 is exclusively dedicated to Chase. Part 2 is all about my core cards. Part 3 focuses on my sup cards. I didn't have enough room to put the full word there, but that stands for supplementary cards. Part 4 is for the new cards that I may want to apply for throughout the year. And overall, the focus of these 4 different parts together as a whole is going to be primarily on cash back with a secondary focus on travel. So let's take a deeper dive into part 1, which is all about Chase. And my goal here is going to be to earn 20,000 to 40,000 ultimate rewards points. And the reason for such specificity is that I currently have about 460k points. I'd love to have 480 or the magic 500k because I am saving up for a much bigger trip in the future. It might happen in 2024, I'm not really sure yet, but whenever I decide to make a big trip, I want to have a lot of points at my disposal to make it happen. So how do I plan to accomplish this without signing up for any new Chase cards? Well, the first line of attack will be the Chase Freedom Flex card for the quarterly categories, which is this little card right here with absolutely no annual fee, and I freaking love it because it has a rotating quarterly calendar where you earn 5% back at certain merchants or in certain types of spend categories, and throughout the year they tend to be very, very useful. Right now the options are to earn at grocery stores, Target, which includes both in-store and online, as well as fitness clubs and gym memberships. And there's a very good chance I'll be able to max out the spend limit, which is $1,500 per quarter, by the way, and $1,500 times 5% back is up to $75 of cash back or 7,500 points. So a great chunk of my goal out of the way just in the first 3 months. Step 2 that I can take is the Shop Through Chase feature. This is a large portal that allows you to earn additional points when you shop at select merchants, kind of functioning a lot like Rakuten. And the third approach to earning more Chase points is via referrals. Chase allows anybody to use a custom referral link they can get either via their landing page, I'll put the link down below in the description, or via your online account. You can grab it yourself and then email, text, or however you want to use it, and you can earn up to $500 of cash back or 50,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points per year from your Chase Freedom Flex and or your Chase Freedom Unlimited. So that's a wrap for part number 1, and we shall see by the end of the year if I hit that ultimate target of 500k points for that big redemption later on. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and move into part number 2, all about my core cards. And my focus here is both on Amex and cashback cards together. So for Amex, here are the 4 that I'm currently using. They are the Platinum card for Schwab, the Amex Gold card, Amex Green card, and the Amex Blue Business Plus. The Schwab Platinum card is currently the one that I use to book all my flights, as it earns 5 points per dollar on all those bookings, plus lounge access. It has the most comprehensive lounge access of any other premium travel card that I've seen on the market that you can apply for directly. So whether you want Priority Pass or the Centurion Lounge, any of the Escape Lounges, Delta Sky Club, the list goes on from there. This is the card to get if you really value having lounge access. And also, when it comes to redeeming Amex points, I prefer to redeem for cash back. If you don't have the Schwab Platinum card, you only get 0.6 cents per point for your cashback redemptions as a statement credit, but this one almost doubles that. So I receive 1.1 cents per point for cash back when redeemed into my eligible Schwab brokerage account. So for me right now, with a cashback focus, using my Amex points in that way is awesome when I'm not doing a whole lot of travel. Next up is the Amex Gold card here, which I typically use for US supermarkets as well as dining at restaurants, earning 4 points per dollar back in both of those categories, although the US supermarkets is capped at 25k spend per year. I don't spend that much on groceries, so it works well for me. Up next is the Amex Green Card, which has a lot of useful triple point categories. However, I've mostly been using it for things like transit, so tolls, bridges, parking, rideshare services and the like, as well as non-chain hotels. However, more recently, I found that I've not really gotten a whole lot of value out of the card to justify the $150 annual fee, because the credits that come with the card aren't that useful to me anymore, so I might get rid of the card, we'll see. And my fourth core card is the Amex Blue Business Plus, which earns double points on pretty much all other purchases up to $50K per year. I spend less than that, so I don't have to worry about that limit, so it's a great kind of catch-all card for me. The second half of my core card setup involves cashback cards with no annual fee. So these often include things like the Chase Freedom Flex, the Discover It Cashback Credit Card, the US Bank Cash Plus, the Citi Custom Cash Card, and the Amazon Prime Rewards Visa Signature Card. Chase and Discover I use for the rotating quarterly calendars that I have no control over, but again, those tend to be very useful throughout the year on things like groceries, dining, gas, mobile wallets, PayPal, all that type of stuff, which is very flexible. US Bank, same type of thing, quarterly categories, but I'm able to choose them, which is awesome. The Citi Custom Cash hiding back here, also very flexible, but goes month per month or billing cycle by billing cycle up to $500. So again, I can choose which one I spend the most in for that billing cycle, and then I'll earn 5% back in that area. And then for the Amazon, which I have in the Whole Foods edition there, that one earns 5% back to Amazon, and I only use it for Amazon. All right, let me jump in here real quick and briefly mention that a lot of people ask me how I manage so many credit cards throughout the year. And yes, while I do have a master spreadsheet for my day-to-day tracking, I actually use this app right here called MAXREWARDS. You can actually see my Apple Card has a bill due on February 1st. So if you want to take the hassle out of managing multiple cards, give MAXREWARDS a try. They are sponsoring today's video, and here's a little bit more about them. MAXREWARDS is an app that allows you to manage your credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place. This includes seeing when your bills are due, tracking your sign-up bonuses, monitoring your credit scores, and more. On the Activity tab, you can view the transactions across all your cards to easily see where you've been spending your money, including the value of the rewards you've earned across different categories. Then the Best Card tab helps you identify which card to use for different purchases. That way you can earn points or cash back even faster. And perhaps my favorite feature is the Benefits and Offers dashboard, which you can unlock with the gold level of MAXREWARDS. You might be familiar with Chase offers, Amex offers, Bank AmeriDeals, and others. Each time you sync the app, all of your offers will be activated automatically, including the hidden ones from Amex that you didn't even know about. And believe it or not, thanks to MAXREWARDS, my Schwab Platinum card actually had 264 offers that were already automatically activated and ready to go. So if you'd like to try MAXREWARDS, use the link down below in the description to get the gold level entirely free for your first month. And now back to my master plan for 2023. Now let's move on to part 3, my supplementary cards, and the focus here is mostly travel. The first category of airline cards only has one credit card that I'm currently using right now. The second category for hotel cards, I've currently got 9 of those there across 5 different chains. And then the third bucket is my miscellaneous cards that I use for kind of one-off situations. So for that airline card here, it's the Citi Business Advantage Platinum Select. I fly American Airlines quite frequently. It's kind of a tie between them and Southwest based on where I'm going. And I do have a few other AA cards too, but I use this one because it has the most amount of benefits that I'm looking for, like the priority boarding, the free check bag, stuff like that. And it also has 25% off of Wi-Fi purchases, which I really value, in addition to 25% off regular in-flight purchases like food and drinks. Most AA cards don't give you a discount on Wi-Fi, where this one does. That's why it's my go-to whenever I'm flying and I want to make some in-flight purchases. As for those hotel cards, well, there are a lot of them. Here are 8 out of the 9 total. Here's my 9th one, the Wyndham card. That's the Earner Business. That's in my car. I just leave it there to pay for my gas right now. So basically, I'm not going to go through all of these. If you want to see more about the details for each one, check out my other video about my #1 default credit card strategy that explains more in depth. But for the most part, if there's a hotel card involved here, I'm using it for either the annual free night certificate, annual free night points, the certificate that I might have to earn through spend, elite status, elite night credits, the list goes on. But overall, when I'm going to a hotel chain, I like to have the benefits associated with the program through these cards. Also, whenever I pay cash at a hotel, I like to use the hotel card rather than a flexible card like an Amex, Chase, or a Citi card. The reason for that is because the cards act like a multiplier. Even if you don't have a hotel card and you just sign up for the hotel program, you'll still earn base points for how much you spend at that property. So let's say it's 10 points per dollar. $1. Then if you add a hotel card on top of that, it might be 10 and 10, so 20 points per dollar. So I'm not just looking at the return from the card itself, but rather the overall picture of the card earnings plus the base points plus the elite status earnings on top of that. So I could be earning 20, 25, 30 plus points per stay on those cash rates, which is phenomenal. I've also got a number of miscellaneous cards, 4 of which I'm showing you here: the Capital One Venture X, US Bank Altitude Reserve, Capital One Saver One, and the City Premier cards. So I have others as well, but these are more one-off situations. So the Venture X, great for using the Capital One Lounge when I want to, flying to or through DFW. The US Bank Altitude Reserve, a great catch-all card for mobile wallet transactions where it earns triple on everything, plus the $325 annual credit for dining and travel. And then these two up here, the Capital One Saver One and the City Premier, are awesome whenever I want to go on a trip with just a single card to use, because they have so many useful categories like dining or groceries or entertainment, whatever it is I'm spending on that trip. Sometimes I love the simplicity of a single card that does it all for me. Because I gotta admit, sometimes when you're traveling with other people and you want to split the bill at dinner that night, it's not that much fun to pull out a wallet this big and say, hold on guys, before you pay, I gotta figure out which one I need to use to pay for tonight's tacos. Or maybe you do enjoy that, but I'll take simplicity. And finally, part 4 of my overall strategy for 2023. This is dedicated to new cards, and the focus here is on value and some curiosity. Here are the 8 cards that I have on my radar at the moment: the Bilt Rewards MasterCard, the Amex Business Platinum card, which I already have, but I might pick up a second one if I'm able to get targeted for a no lifetime language offer, plus also going under my LLC perhaps. The City Advantage Executive World Elite MasterCard, I've had this one on and off over the years when I fly AA frequently, which is also right now. I like this one for the Admirals Club access plus the priority perks. But I also have status with AA right now, so it makes sense to maybe get this card later in the year when my elite status will expire in March 2024 to kind of fill the gap, because I don't plan on qualifying for status in this next qualifying year. The US Bank Shopper Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card could be useful to earn 6% cashback at select merchants every quarter. The Ally Unlimited Cashback Card, which earns 2% back on everything with no annual fee. Although I do have cards that also do that, I'm just more curious about how this card works with their app, what type of things can I redeem for, etc. It's also an invitation-only card, and since I am switching over to Ally Bank this year, this could be an opportunity to receive a targeted mailer at some point. The PayPal Cashback MasterCard is not just a great card to earn 3% back whenever you check out with PayPal, but it also just really piques my curiosity. For example, it's issued by Synchrony Bank, but do you manage your card through Synchrony in your Synchrony account, or do you manage it in the PayPal app? What types of things can you redeem for your cash back? How does it actually work from a portal rewards perspective? I have no idea. It's one of those mystery cards, so I want to try to understand a little bit more about this product. And finally, we've got 2 big question mark cards: the Citi Strata Elite and the Wells Fargo Amplitude. Citi actually already filed some trademarks for both the Citi Strata Premier and the Citi Strata Elite. So if one or both of those happen to be new card products that are going to launch in the future, I might want to have my eye on one of those. And on the Wells Fargo front, there's been a rumor for new cards coming from them as well. We've already seen some. For example, the Active Cash, the Autograph, and the Ratio have already been released, but there might be some new reward ones coming later this year or next into the future. We'll have to wait and see all about those, but nonetheless, that could have a little bit of a spot in my wallet if they happen to be valuable cards that are worth actually having. But I don't plan on saving any spots or reducing my inquiries or applications with other banks based on what is currently a rumor. So until we have full confirmation from Citi or Wells Fargo about release dates or new products coming down the pipeline, I'm not gonna worry about this. And with all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit or at least entertain other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. Also check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten, to sign up for MAXREWARDS, which is a great app to manage multiple credit cards, rewards, benefits, and more all in one place, and to view my site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. I thank you all for watching today's video. Hope it brought you some great value. I look forward to seeing you in future videos, and while you're waiting on my next upload, remember always that you are great.